Welcome to The Road to America's Past, your key to the secrets of the past's everyday life. Today, we will embark on an exciting journey back in time to explore how Americans lived and what life was like in the 19th and 20th centuries. Join us to discover incredible stories and customs that bring the history of America and the rest of the world to life.
In the world of collecting, antique coins and stamps hold a special place. These vintage treasures have a history that transcends time, and they've captivated collectors for generations. Antique coins, with their intricate designs and valuable metals, tell stories of ancient civilizations and monetary systems long past. Stamp collecting, known as philately, offers a glimpse into the postal history of various nations, with each stamp bearing the imprint of a specific era. While the digital age has transformed communication and currency, the allure of antique coins and stamps endures. Collectors treasure these tangible pieces of the past, connecting them to a world where handwritten letters and metal currency were the norm. They remain a fascinating window into history and a cherished hobby for many. In the past, home libraries often boasted extensive collections of encyclopedias and reference guides. These invaluable resources covered a wide range of topics, offering in-depth knowledge and information readily available at one's fingertips. However, with the emergence of the internet, physical encyclopedias have lost their prominence, giving way to digital access to information. Nevertheless, for those who recall the days of perusing encyclopedia volumes, these books remain treasured relics, invoking nostalgia for a time when knowledge was sought within the pages of printed tomes, adding a touch of intellectual charm to personal libraries. Handheld paper games, nostalgia in simplicity. Remember the joy of paper games like Battleship and Dots and Boxes? These classic games required just paper, a pencil, and a friend, providing hours of entertainment during school breaks and family gatherings. Battleship involved strategic ship placement and trying to sink your opponent's fleet. Dots and Boxes was all about connecting dots to claim territory on the grid. These games encouraged creativity and friendly competition. While they may have faded in today's digital age, they hold a special place in the hearts of those who enjoyed them. They evoke fond memories of a time when simple paper and imagination were the keys to endless fun. Remember the days of fountain pens and inkwells in school? Long before the era of ballpoint pens and digital note-taking, students used fountain pens and inkwells to practice their handwriting. These classic writing tools required precision and patience. Filling the inkwell, dipping the pen just right, and mastering the delicate art of script writing were part of the daily routine. The distinctive scratch of the nib on paper and the occasional ink blot became familiar sounds. While fountain pens and inkwells have largely vanished from modern classrooms, they remain a symbol of a bygone era, reminding us of the timeless art of penmanship and the importance of patience in learning. Magnetic tiles and alphabet for reading education. Magnetic alphabet tiles have been a valuable tool in teaching reading to children. These colorful, tactile pieces are not just fun to play with, they serve as an interactive way to introduce letters and words to young learners. By arranging these magnetic letters on a board, children can form words, sentences, and even stories. The hands-on experience helps reinforce their understanding of phonics and spelling. Parents and teachers have cherished these magnetic sets for their educational value. In today's digital age, where screens often dominate, these physical learning tools continue to hold a special place in early education. They are a reminder of the timeless joy of learning to read and write, one letter at a time. Narrow collar shirts, a symbol of past decades' style. Narrow collar shirts were a fashion trend in past decades and have become emblematic of the style of those times. These shirts featured slender, pointed collars that were a departure from the broader styles seen today. They were often worn with slim ties, contributing to a polished and sophisticated look. These shirts were popularized in the mid-20th century and were frequently associated with various fashion movements of the time. They are now considered vintage fashion pieces and evoke a sense of nostalgia for those who remember them as a quintessential part of the bygone era's style. The narrow collar shirts serve as a reminder of the ever-evolving world of fashion and the enduring charm of classic looks. In the past, paper atlases and geographical maps were essential tools for exploring the world. These meticulously crafted maps allowed us to chart our journeys, discover new places, and dream of far-off destinations. The tactile experience of flipping through the pages of an atlas or unfolding a large paper map was part of the adventure. However, with the digital age, paper atlases and maps have become increasingly rare. GPS and online maps have taken their place, offering convenience and real-time navigation. Yet, for those who grew up with paper maps, they remain a symbol of exploration and the joy of getting lost in geography. Paper comics and magazines for children, colorful pages of childhood. In the days before digital screens took over, children eagerly awaited the arrival of paper comics and magazines. These printed treasures offered a world of colorful characters and exciting adventures. Kids would immerse themselves in the pages, captivated by the stories, illustrations, and puzzles. However, with the rise of technology, the popularity of paper comics and magazines dwindled. Nowadays, children often turn to digital alternatives for their entertainment. But for those who grew up flipping through paper pages, the nostalgia of those beloved comics and magazines remains a cherished memory of their childhood. Public payphones with coins. Public payphones with coin slots used to be essential for communication in cities. They were commonly found on street corners, airports, and busy areas, offering a way to make calls when you were away from home. You'd insert coins, dial a number, and have a conversation with someone on the other end. These payphones were often crucial for emergency contact and convenience, bridging the gap before mobile phones became prevalent. However, with the rise of smartphones, public payphones have become increasingly obsolete. While they may be disappearing from our streets, these iconic booths and kiosks are a nostalgic reminder of a time when communication required finding a coin and hearing the familiar clink as it dropped into the slot. Strap-on roller skates, a blast from the past. Remember the days when you'd strap roller skates onto your shoes? Strap-on roller skates were a popular choice for kids and even adults, offering a fun and exhilarating ride. They provided a sense of freedom as you glided down the sidewalk or around the roller rink. While modern rollerblades and skates have taken over, strap-on roller skates evoke fond memories for many. They represent a simpler era of outdoor play and social gatherings. The struggle to secure the straps and the satisfying click of the wheels on the pavement are nostalgic moments for those who grew up with them. Today, they serve as a reminder of the joy and simplicity of old-school fun, where all you needed for a great time were your shoes and a pair of strap-on roller skates.